Hey there, Warriors of Light. It's me, your boy. Had to deal with some weird stream stuff. I'm not really quite sure what all happened, but here we are for the Final Fantasy 14 6.2 story patch. Just came out today, so this is August 23rd. Yeah, some things that are different. You may notice I had been primarily playing as machines. You see the Tibbles are out. We're gonna do a quick change to my normal summoner attire just because we're doing story stuff. This is what I normally use the summoner. But yeah, I have changed the summoner. I still like the machinist a lot. To be totally clear, it's just they don't get the updates that I would love to see them have. Being as honest as I can be with that. So, return to FF. This is a return to FF indeed. Hi, Kay. Yeah, my OBS was being ridiculous. It was like, yeah, we can't start a stream. What do you mean you can't start a stream? You have my stream keys, so I'd like reset it all up. It's weird. But we're here, we're streaming. It's cool. It's gravy. So, let's go ahead and get into the story. In Search of Asdalia. I think it's how you pronounce her name. I know he says it in the trailer, but I'm usually listening to that banger-ass soundtrack. Ah, good timing, Alice. Just a moment ago, I received word from the Ironworks. They have completed their task and are on their way with the reinforced warding scales. Similarly, our alchemists have also succeeded in creating an artificial Atomos, all in readiness for our journey to the void. I've instructed our comrades to gather the great work. Let us head there at once. So, full admission, I have spoiled just little tiny things, and none of it was intentional. I accidentally looked at the totem menu earlier. It was like, oh, okay, let's see what new shit they added. Oh, there's the new trial fight. Fuck. So, I was not. I'm not surprised by who it is. I'm not going to make any indication here on stream until we get there naturally. But, yeah, I'm not surprised. All I'll say is, while it wasn't exactly how I said it was going to be, I was pretty right. Dialogue, please. No. There you are, Alice. I present to you the fruits of the alchemist's labor, the artificial Atomos. Though we've yet to put it to the proof, its aether is practically identical to that of the original, a truly remarkable feat in so short a time. Aye, our alchemists have outdone themselves yet again. Small wonder that they are the pride of Radzatan. I would express my gratitude to Nadana, but it appears she isn't here. She rushed off after bringing the Atomos to attend our pressing task, but said that she would return ere we set forth, which should be shortly after our friends from the Ironworks arrive with the warding scales. Did someone say warding scales? Because it just so happens we have them. Look at this merry bunch. Right on cue. 'Tis good to see you all again. But for the president himself to attend? Keen to bear witness to our little experiment, are you? You know I am. I was there at Crystal Tower, lest you forget. I wouldn't miss this for the world. You wouldn't mind if we came along and see you off, I hope. It's thanks to these three that we could finish the work so quickly. 'Twas my painstakingly collected data that made the reinforcement possible. The scales will last a good 10 years in the void with nary a hint of degradation. This motherfucker. As for the ones who did the actual reinforcing, we guarantee their quality as well. They'll keep you safe. But enough bragging. Here are the scales. With these, we can search for my sister without fear of corruption. I know not how to repay you. Don't mention it. Midgar Summer came to our rescue in the rift. It's the least we can do to help his children. Thank you. Well, my friend, my only regret is I won't be able to accompany you on this latest grand adventure. Wait. Nadana, is aught the matter? Before you depart, Your Excellency, there's something we wish to present to you. Will you please come with me? You would not delay us without good cause? Very well. Forgive me, my friends, but I require a moment. I like how everybody in our group, Nero's the only one that decided he was going to go fuck off. He's certainly taking his time. What sort of grand present could take so long to receive? The kind that'll help him in the void, I presume. In that godforsaken place, he'll need all the help he can get. But you of all people, I know that, huh?
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Did they give him a grown-up model?
Vritra, I presume.
Yeah, I figured.
Indeed, this vessel now serves as a host for my eye. I was aware that the alchemists were busy preparing something, but this...
We couldn't well send you on such a perilous mission unprepared, Your Excellency.
That's cool.
We spared no effort in crafting the body, and I dare say you'll find it adept at wielding weapons and magics both. 'Twas our intent to present it to you sooner, but we could not bring ourselves to do so, knowing we could yet improve it further. Pray forgive us.
They're just gonna take his head and slap it on a bigger model. Just bump. There you go. Hold on one second. There's... I don't know why it's not showing chat over on the side. That's fine. We'll figure that out later.
There is not to forgive. I am grateful.
Oh, that's what it looked like in the trailer.
And shall put it to good use.
I watched the trailer a bunch, but I did more listening than
I
anything.
ask that you watch over Radzatan in my absence. The day, and in opening the void gate,
What?
there is ever risk that void scent will find their way into our world.
I didn't tell you to skip shit.
Rest assured, we are more than prepared. Our soldiers have been training under Master Estinian. On my honor, we will not suffer a single fiend to pass.
I really like what they've done with Estinian. Like, he's had such a, like, wild character arc.
Think only of your mission, Varshan. Ah, but seeing as this is a different body, perhaps we should use a different name.
Big Varshan.
Nay, Bashan shall suffice. Though I may have thus grown up, I am as ever a little brother to you all.
As you say, as you say. Go then, Varshan, and best of luck.
I have something for you as well. While you were gone, Urianger paid us a visit. As you may recall, he joined us on our foray into Arzadar's legacy, in part to conduct research for the Loporrits.
Fucking Loporrits.
Research they were delighted to receive, and which has already inspired them to consider new ways to improve their own treasure vault. As a token of their gratitude, Livingway entrusted a familiar relic to Urianger. Aye, the crystal, which showed the way to Meteon. The Loporrits no longer have need of it, and thus saw fit to return it to us. Harboring the power of light, it could well aid us in our mission in the void. And who better to bear Heidelin's gift than her chosen champion?
All of it all. Boy, I've not done a personal 180 on a character in this game like I did Vana. Like I shit on Heidelin for years, pretty much starting in Heavensward. And then just in Endwalker, I'm just like, fuck, dude. Alright, I'm in.
Our boat awaits us in Akyali.
Like, some characters have gotten better, like, gradually, but, like, hers was a very quick pivot for me. I was like, oh, shit. The scene with the Sundering is one of my favorite scenes, period. Kay, I feel like this is your thing, where you make sure that you are always around for my MSQ runs. The Sachap and your fellows have already departed for the vault. Are you ready to set forth? Oh. That is of interest to me, but I don't want to bring it up on stream. An annoyance? I wouldn't say annoyance. I would say this is just a character trait of yours.
I shall now lift the seal. In the name of Al-Zadal III, I cast open this door unto the void!
Go. Absorb the Void Gate.
Ah, yes, the necromancer asshole. Hi, Savvy. Boy, he grew up.
It worked. We should have no trouble passing through a gate of that size.
What can we expect to find after stepping through?
On my previous foray, I emerged in a castle swarming with void scent. I was hopelessly outnumbered and forced to turn back. But together, I am confident we can hold our own.
It's weird hearing him have a bit of a more mature voice.
Upon our arrival, let us deal with any hostile entities and secure the area. The command of our mission, I leave in your capable hands. In the event of battle, I shall adapt my tactics to complement your own.
That sounds like a trust dungeon to me.
Should we require healing, I can provide it. 'Twould be a welcome change of pace from my recent havoc wreaking.
Take heart, my friends, and have faith.
How
We
far
will
did they
brave
drop?
this broken world and rescue my sister Ajdaya.
Ajdaya, okay. I was pretty close. I would say passably close when I said it. So we just... Alright, fuck, we got that dungeon, right now. Alright, then. They didn't fuck around with getting you in the dungeon. So, Kay, I take it you've at least unlocked this, right? Considering you already have stuff, the knowledge and things. You're done with everything. That doesn't surprise me at all. Did you want to hop in this one, or are you good? Actually, given that they made such a big deal about it, I kind of do want to do trust. Oh, okay. Their roles are pretty much set.
Together, then.
Right there.
Let's do it. Get some of the nice dungeon dialogue in. Okay. Ah. We've been here before. Well, they have stuff still. They have some semblance of structures. So, interesting. This gives me a chance to kind of like look around and stuff too. So I was on earlier. I didn't do any story things or anything, but I did play around with some of the new settings. So I had the new cooldown counters, which I really like. Like it just quickly tells me how long I have until my next stuff. Like I don't have to like squint my eyes and look at the little timer in the corner. Here I am talking and forgetting to do stuff on Summoner. It's cool. Summoner's really fun. I'm not bad. I'm an okay Summoner. I think Twitch just gave you a solid fuck you, unfortunately. Because we're definitely playing stuff. Hey though, while you're here, I actually need to borrow you tomorrow. If you're available, of course. If not, no worries. I want to play around with some of my stream settings and see if I can get Twitch to be a little nicer to you. Oh, I probably should have specified. Savvy in particular, because she has problems viewing my stream, like technically. So I want to play around with how much I'm outputting and see if it has any tangible impact. Because she hasn't really been able to like enjoy the streams here lately. Okay. Yeah, like we won't be like recording anything, so like I don't care to fuck around during a stream. But where this is going up on YouTube, I'd rather stick to what the video is about. That's so weird. I was wondering if anything would be different for you because I had to redo my stream key to start this stream. It was strange. Boy, this is... I guess in a normal setting, this would be just really big pulls. But we're pretty much just doing single pulls throughout it. I'm here for that NPC dialogue, though. Which they haven't really said much. I do have a log of all of it, though.
Away with you!
All of the important bits. That doesn't actually show up in the log. Ah, here we go. Beatrice. Interesting. Having a boss encounter with ads. That's rare. Or I should say starting with ads.
You underestimate me.
You underestimate me! Damn, this thing. Oh. Interesting. Well, at least I know being a summoner will get me in real good with this one. Okay. It'd be great if they could pull them all together. My AoE's over here crying. Like, Farshawn, please. Pull them together, my dude. I'm a dragon.
You underestimate me.
I will end this farce.
The Stynian just comes through like,
I will not hold back.
holy shit.
No mercy.
Like, he just ate like an entire box of nails before talking. Or smoked like 18 packs of cigarettes in one day. And if he had 18, then Ralger had like 100. Oh. I see. I might be on the wrong side for this. That didn't matter. Woohoo! Gear. Ooh, that is a shot. Let's get that for the thumbnail. Fuck. That's so good. Ruby Carbuncle, what are you doing to Y'shtola? Stop being a pervert! You ruined that shot. That is such a good backdrop, though. Holy shit. Little ankle biter.
No mercy.
Yo, I didn't like really look too close at the Sage patch notes, but Helios getting that fucking potency shield, the 300 potency shield. Ooh, hot diggity daffodil. Helios actually has some actual purpose beyond just mitigation, because it's not that great of a shield. Or it's not that great of a heal, excuse me. Like, it is serviceable, but it wasn't a lot by itself. But putting a shield on there too? Or yeah, Holos, I said Helios. Yeah, it's... oh god. It needed it. It fucking needed it. Like, I could see them maybe toning down the potency just a little bit of that shield, but it needed it so bad. As it went from, oh, I forgot I have this, to, oh, this is actually something I want to routinely use now. Yeah, we're talking about the healer that I play, Sage. They got a really good buff to one of their abilities that basically shields party members in addition to all the other stuff that it used to do. So it went from something that I forget I have to something that is going to be used pretty often. That's about as layman's term as I can probably put it. Oh, you know, if I want to use Ifrit abilities, I should probably summon Ifrit. That'd be pretty cool. Again, I'm like the world's okayest summoner. Okay. I mean, more than happy to. Oh, you got into your island. I'm not touching Island Sanctuary for a while. Because, I mean, the fact they already had put out congestion alert for it, saying there's too many people using it. Yeah, that's a fucking disaster. But, like, I'm not surprised. Not in the least. Takes like 3 tries just to get into the FC house. Oh, because the instant server. Fuck, man, I hate when they put out new instant shit. We're gonna say that Mina ate the key, so that's why we're having a hard time getting in. Fucking gremlin.
I will end this farce.
The Trojan Choker of Casting, is that? Bro, I'm pissed. That's better than what I'm using. I can't do as many melds, but oh, it's well, we didn't actually get to fight Beatrice, so this is us actually chasing that bitch down. Fall. The Eye of Troya, she said it. Yeah. Okay.
I will not hold back.
Oh, they're getting on the line. Fuck. That mechanic made no sense to me. I should have been watching what the NPCs were doing. The boss music's still just rocking. Atsu, where'd you put the spare key we gave you? I gave it to the potato because she asked nicely. Atsu. Oh. Shit and hellfire. Alright, so stand on the weird line thing, I guess. I wonder if you have to stand right there or if anywhere is good. I'm not asking, I'll figure it out. They all seemed huddled in that one spot, though. Atsu, how did she ask you nicely? She doesn't know it. There was some grunting and she threatened to beat me up. And that's nice. Yeah. Oh, Atsu. You poor, dumb himbo. Alright, let's try it again.
Away with you!
Shot through the heart.
Out of my way!
I'm gonna test this theory. Like it's got like a color hue to it. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. This is why I need to be able to experiment with stuff. Oh shit. Double shit. I don't know why I could think I could like get just outside of that. Is it gonna put the Eye of Troy on somebody? Ooh, I don't like that. That's a lot of not facing the boss. So this one, yep. And then we'll get off of it here at the last second. Once there's a save spot. Alright, that mechanic makes sense now.
I will not hold back!
Troyan thigh boots of casting. Yo, those actually look really fucking good. I like those. Wait, can we pull a Resident Evil 4? Yes, we can! Look at that. You just told her, turn around. What face that way? Never. Alright. Whatever. It's fine. The Pilgrim's Ascent. So I already know who the final boss is, partially because they spoiled it in the trailer, but I also called this shit like 3 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago. It's just I thought these were all going to be the trial fights, but it looks like they're going to be using them at least to some degree in dungeons.
This will hurt.
I will end this farce.
I will end this fart.
I will end this farce. I will end this farce.
Alright, Stola. Can you stop saying you will end this farce? There's nothing cool this way. No. I think it's really interesting they picked Troya for this, because like it's not this like fallen place in Final Fantasy IV. It's a city that's run by essentially this like council of I don't remember what exactly their titles are, but basically it's a very like matriarchal place run by women. Like the men can do the menial tasks and stuff, and they, instead of having like a monarchy, they all like decide on everything as a council. But this is not how it looks at all, other than like the decorations, like kind of, but they've all been twisted by the void here. This dungeon seems easier mechanically so far than the last one. The last one just I don't really like the boss fights in the last dungeon. Like I do okay at them, but particularly the first one, and really the first one, because like third one's the final boss of Alzadal's Legacy is fine. The second boss is okay. I don't like it, but I also don't dislike it. I'm just okay with it. But the first boss, I hate the first boss in Alzdal's Legacy, because like that tentacle mechanic really just kind of does whatever the fuck it wants. It's so hard to predict. and I have to like feel like I'm doing the equivalent of putting down everything just to resolve it. Sometimes it's better I just say fuck it and eat the hit. I should have known they weren't.
I am of the first brood.
I am of the first brood. You know, yeah, Roshan's been pretty quiet.
Mercy.
Now he's like talking up. He's like, fuck yeah. Look at that, doing tank shit.
No mercy.
I'm honestly just stoked that there's more Final Fantasy IV references in the game. Like, they have just completely said, you know what, this expansion, this is the Final Fantasy IV Love Letter expansion. Lots of materia. They said, we don't think so about gear.
So the gate did open again and delivered the most mouth-watering morsels.
Yo, what up, bitch? It's Scarmiglione.
I am Scarmiglione,
Oh.
Archfiend of Earth and first of Golbez's Circle of Thorn. Such pleasure I will take in delivering you unto your graves.
They could have put a lot of the like held S's and stuff. But that's fine. It pretty much just sounds like Fan Daniel. I fucking love the Final Fantasy IV boss music. Ooh, that saxophone though. Get it, Soken.
My blade thirsts for blood.
Oh shit.
I will not hold back.
That's what I get for not paying attention.
I will not hold back.
Protect me, my minion.
Okay, as long as there's no weird tether bullshit.
I am of the first brood.
I am of the first brood. Oh, they put in that little guitar too? Hell yeah, they spiced up the Final Fantasy IV boss theme. It's Battle 2 is the actual name of the track.
I will not hold back.
I am of the first brood.
Hey, there we go. Despair. Is he gonna transform? No.
Stubborn mortals. Come, feel your love.
I mean, he already kind of is transformed. Because when you first fight him, he's just like kind of a cloaked figure while you're trying to get up. Pretty sure it's Mount Ordeals when you first run into him. What the fuck killed me? Was that like a pyretic? Who is of the first brood? It's Varshawn. I mean, he should be pretty proud of that. Basically, the dragon Midgardsormr flew to Aetheris way a long time ago, and Varshawn, the tank, even though this is him and like he is utilizing a vessel to like be in the form of an aura, which is like a dragon person. He actually is like an elder dragon and is one of Midgardsormr's first brood of children, or first generation. So it's something that he should be proud of, and he spouts that out during the fight. So our tank is actually a several thousand-year-old elder dragon. But he's, for convenience, he uses a human vessel. But like, we can go see his dragon form anytime. He just hangs out in the city, but he's like controlling Varshawn remotely, basically, through magic. Yeah, I wonder if that was like a pyretic or something, because I even watched the replay and I still didn't understand what killed me. Oh shit. I did it again, Yeti. Yeah, what is brain rot? Stack of 3 results in zombification. Didn't know that. Alright, so he does the line. But you have to be prepared to move to it. That'd be funny though if he was like, my social security number is blah 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 blah. Just in the middle of a fight. I really like pickles.
I will not hold back.
You're mine. Protect me, my minion.
My grandma died.
I will not hold back.
You're not gonna yell it while you punch somebody? I'm my mom's firstborn.
I give you a taste through despair.
True despair. Alright, so let's like, yeah, I'm keeping my mouse there in case I get any like weird stacks, because I can't just mouse over it conveniently in a fight to see what it is. So it was during this, I think. Oh! I see what killed me! That was stupid. But I understand it. Behold, I am firstborn! Oh, there was walls. Shit.
I will not hold back.
We're learning, damn it. Blighted blade work is usually... Damn it. I knew it was coming, but I got greedy. That's this. It's good that I'm hashing all this out in a trust group. Ba-ba-na-ba-na-na-na. Yeah, we got it.
Out of my way.
I am the first brood. I have hairy toes. I have the power of God and anime on my side. With the Trojan breaches of scouting. Okay, that fight's not bad.
This Scarmilione, he knew the gate had opened.
Scarmilione.
And not for the first time.
I see.
He and his brethren must keep watch over the portal.
As we do ours, but to unflinchingly consume a fellow Voidsent. Like men, perhaps they form factions and fight amongst themselves.
The question is, what will the minions do?
Your mistress is no more, and the one who consumed her we slew in turn. Do you still mean to try us?
I expect some Voidsent are more intelligent than others. Perhaps these ones simply do not understand our words.
Even beasts ought to understand strength.
Well, fuck, Estinian, I don't
There
know.
is much we do not know about Voidsent. If we are to survive their world, it would be wise to learn their ways. Sage advice, my friend. 'Tis reassuring to have one so experienced with us.
Thanks, that's one of the two options I had.
I am here, sister. Finally here. And I will find you. I swear it.
Oh. That's the patch name. Okay. Weird place to put that, but hey, you do you, boo. Oh. Put a sticker in my book. Casuals should serve as a base of operations for now. Ere we set our sights elsewhere, let's see what there is to learn here. It feels weird to just have Voidson all around and it not be a terrible thing. From this point forward, you will not encounter Aetherites for a while. Should you leave Troya Castle, you may return here via Weaver's Warding. Additionally, you may now enter... Yep, okay, cool. We can basically just do that as a regular trust group. The warding scale exhibits no change. It should be safe to remain here and begin our search. But whither now? I would sense Astaya were she remotely near, but there's nothing. Might you not call to her? Let her know that you have come. Alas, this vessel is not capable of calling across vast distances. For that I require my true form. And even were it possible, a dragon's call is born upon Aether, which is liable to draw more void sent to us. I see. In any case, there's little exploration to be done while we are confined to this isolated isle. I propose we begin by learning what we can from this castle's occupants. Understanding their ways may prove useful to our cause. Very well. Let's hope a few of them are capable of speech. Let all remain vigilant while we go about our inquiries. We reconvene afterwards. So, like, am I going to have to play Pictionary with these fucking Voidsent to, like, talk to them? We can do mounts. That's weird. I mean, we can't fly, which makes total sense. Because there's no etheric stuff here, but... Like, we can do mounts. I wasn't expecting that. What up, Voidsent? Grr! 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 Pretty sure snarls and glares at you. It's unlikely you'll learn anything from it. Just start huffing and puffing at it. What enticing Aether you have. Give me some. Give me some. But how about fucking no? If only I were stronger, I'd be able to eat you. Fine, fine. I'll find someone else to eat. No, no. While able to communicate, this one seems to think only of feeding. Better to take your inquiries elsewhere. Boy, this place is a shithole so far. The mistress's eyes are beauteous, sublime. To bask in her gaze is bliss. But now she's gone. Never again will I feel her gaze. No mistress, no orders. What am I to do now? What am I to do now? The creature mutters endlessly to itself, not sparing you so much as a glance. I serve, I obey, please don't eat me. A dragon? What's that? Does it taste good? I don't know anything about it. Don't know anything. But the one we caught recently, they seem to know lots. We threw them in the dungeon, but clever ones are tasty. They might have been eaten already. Learned all you can from this void scent. If you look in the dungeon, you might be able to find the clever one it mentioned. We'll just follow the old... probably that passage to the Troya Keep, I would guess. I have nothing to share. While those I approached had no will to fight, neither were they capable of holding a conversation worth the same, or worth the name. My experience was much the same. Low-rung void scent tend to have lower intelligence, 'twould seem. A pity Scarmillion is dead. He was talkative, at least. What of you? Stuff, things, lore. A clever void scent in the dungeon. That would be the area in which we emerged. Indeed. Let's take ourselves back there and find this void scent, preferably before its fellows make a meal of it. To the dungeon, then. Doodly 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 doodly. I do like that they basically just kind of let you go backwards in the dungeon for this part. If you want to mount, cool, you got it. I can't survive without someone to give me either, but where, oh where will I find a new master? Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. I'd like to get a little better at that last fight, but I didn't dislike it at all. Pray we caught her weakened in the dungeon before being served up to the mistress. Tenderizing, she called it. That's the way she used to like it. Woof. Grr. Damn it, Bobby. Oh. This is a pretty neat patch so far. They're really making use of this dungeon. Troyan Jailer. No one comes and goes from this dungeon without permission. For you, though, I'll make an exception. Go on, go. I like that at least these Voidsent are smart enough to know, hey, look, if we fight this intruder, they are going to beat our ass. Oh, I wasn't expecting to run into not Xenos.
You want the fun.
Oh yeah, we've seen that shit. I don't think
See
we're
it
gonna
now.
fight it.
The bottomless darkness. The insatiable hunger. The aura was present when we faced him in Garlemald.
How did it come to be here?
When Xenos died, its connection to the source was severed. It was forced to return to the void.
Xenos. Yes, that was his name. And you are the friend, are you not?
Okay, so this definitely isn't Xenos. Like, it acknowledges it is its own thing. And technically we've seen it before, and I just totally fucking forgot.
Is that Heidelin's crystal?
You gave it to me. It's like we're purifying it. Oh shit!
But how? The light just now. Of course. And thus I am returned.
What do you mean, returned? Who are you?
I was once bound to the man named Xenos. His avatar, until you killed him.
Avatar, as in the void-sent servants of Reapers. In the name of his hunt, Xenos took up that traditional Garlean art. And through it, he forged a covenant with a being of the void to lend him strength.
Anyone who's played the Reaver storyline would be like, well, yeah. But this is probably helpful for folks who have not done the Reaper storyline.
Covenant? A curse, more like. He stole my power. There was no equity in the arrangement. My very essence was altered, twisted into a tool to serve his desires.
Your previous appearance. This is your true form, then.
Perhaps, perhaps not. What does it matter?
Indeed, it doesn't.
Regardless of your form, you are a void sent by nature.
So answer me this. Are you our enemy too?
In this world, only a fool would attempt to devour a stronger being. And though it was as an avatar, I lost to you once, I have no desire to lose again.
Okay.
Good enough for me.
Good. I'm glad y'all aren't like needlessly provoking fights
Now,
that you don't
you
need
will
to.
answer me a question. Xenos called you friend. That's what you are? A friend?
Do I get text? Oh, I get. Strictly speaking, I'm Alice.
So, you're not a friend. Then... what is it? What is a friend?
Oh boy, we get to teach them about the power of friendship. Power of friendship. Whatever that hissing noise was, that was me when I eat Taco Bell. Beef stroganoff. Hey! Damn, I'm hungry now. So, I doubt you came to the dungeon by pure chance. What is it you're after? We're looking for a void scent with whom we could converse, in the course of which we learned of you. We are visitors to this world and know little unless of its working and ways. We'd be grateful if you could tell us about it, and yourself. So it's information you seek. What do you offer for it? Bitch, did we not just restore your body? I beg your pardon. Void scent do not give unless we stand to gain. If you desire something, you pay the price. That is the sole rule in this world you call the void. That makes sense. Pray forgive our ignorance. But what would be acceptable as payment? I suspect that such coin as we carry has no value here. Void scent crave one thing alone. Aether. In return for information, I offer you mine. Just not all of it, mind you. I still have need of my life. Very well. I will tell you no more than you can afford to pay. Then we have a bargain. If we're to talk about the void, let's do so outside. Come with me. Like, I guess the fact that we, like, turned you back into something just doesn't mean shit. Don't mind me just flying a bird through a prison. Normal Final Fantasy shit right here.
This is where I belong. My home. This endless darkness you call the void. There was once light here, and it shone its warmth upon creation. The lands were green and the seas were blue. Life flourished. Before the war, the Contra Memoria.
It must have been a terrible war indeed.
It shattered the balance, causing darkness to engulf the world. All life was transformed into monstrosities, void scent. We are the natural order now.
As light begat sin eaters, darkness begat void scent.
The sun was driven from the sky as
Hell yeah.
fleetingly yielded to endless night. In time, even land and sea lost their distinction. And though the spark of reason had died in us, driven by memory's shadow, we formed factions and carved out domains. This castle, for instance, its erstwhile lord must have abided in such a place once upon a time.
If I may, the darkness in you is too much for any man to harbor. To my eyes, you are indeed a void scent. Yet your knowledge of the past and your demeanor mark you apart from your brethren. You are different. That much is plain. But in what way, I am unsure.
As you say, I am void scent, but only in part. The darkness touched my mother when the war had only just begun, when I was still in the womb. As a child, I looked like any other, but darkness coursed through me, and I ceased to age when I'd become a woman grown. But that was then. And now, I may as well be one in full. I prey on the weak and serve the strong. I live to survive. Nothing more.
Forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to pry. I realize, too, that I have neglected to ask your name.
As we say mortal, you may call me void scent.
That is liable to cause confusion. If you are not averse, we would address you by your true name.
Hell yeah, Woodson.
And call me what you will. I care not.
Okay, I care not.
How about 0?
Alright, honor games.
Meaning nothing. A name as fitting as any.
No, not nothing, but rather a beginning. For it remains to be seen what you will become to us.
As I said, I care not. 0 then.
I like it.
Partnership? Are you saying you wish to strike a bargain?
Well, Zero, while there is no end to the questions we could ask, it is only fair that we tell you our purpose in coming here. We are searching for a dragon. One who came to your world long ago.
A dragon?
Yes. Ajdaya is her name, and she is my sister. If you have any knowledge of her, I beg you share it with us. Did you say something?
Oh,
No.
just the Taco Bell.
I thought I heard a voice as well. The keening of void scent, perhaps.
I must say, we are rather exposed here. Perhaps we should continue the conversation within the castle. The throne room is defensible given its few points of ingress. Let us head back there. Moving wasn't part of the bargain. I'll comply, but I expect my payment promptly. You shall have it as soon as we've arrived. Yeah, it's really hard to get a read on Zero. Like, I don't think she's necessarily bad. She just has very much her own agenda and doesn't really care to deviate from it. Don't mind me, I'm just on a shark in a castle. I need to figure out what's going on with chat, as I would love to have Twitch chat shown up, but it's like, it looks like it's set up correctly, but it's not pulling Twitch chat. Oh shit, this is an instance. Alright. Upon proceeding, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Oh boy. We might be playing as a different character. This might be 45 minutes of cutscenes. Who knows? But we're in it for the long haul. Let's do it, baby.
This place is as good as any. Let me have the ether now.
Very well.
You're mine!
Oh! Scarmiglione's back. Okay.
That I should miss my mark.
That fiend again? But we struck it down. Watched it die.
Fools. Death doesn't exist in this world.
Savvy.
I am free to return whensoever I please.
Death doesn't exist.
Does that mean Beatrice is still around?
The power of light, of passivity, prevents life from emerging in the empty. But in the 13th, the power of darkness, of activity, prevents life from finding rest, even should soul be separated from flesh.
So unless one's essence is absorbed by another, it is possible to return again and again.
So Zero's gonna end up absorbing Scarmiglione. That would be my guess.
Your ether, it is reminiscent of that creature's. Ah, my mouth waters.
Did you eat Isaiah? Oh, Varshan's gonna be pissed.
I must devour you too. Yes, I must.
Oh shit!
Drifting souls, by my power be reborn!
If it's another death they want, I say we give it to them.
What the fuck, Zero?
If you could lend us a hand, we'd be much obliged.
That you would. But you already owe me a debt. And until you make good on it, I won't lift a finger.
You could totally absorb Scarmiglione, though.
We'll speak after you've won. But know that if you lose, I'll help myself to your ether.
The cough.
That a bothersome duty should deliver to me this lavish feast. Come, struggle with all your might. It will make you that much richer and tastier.
I would have liked to see them lean a little bit more into his vocal nuances.
Every soul in this domain serves me.
Oh, we're not in a traditional party. Like they're here, but since we didn't have to party up, I gotta be mindful of that.
We do well to break up this feast quickly.
Then let's see these guests on their way.
Yeah, sorry you didn't get to go to bed, Seppi, because plot, but this is gonna be around also on VOD. So I posted about 24 hours later if you're interested. I'm glad you were enjoying it without having like all the story beats known.
Behold the power of the Archfiend of Earth!
Well, you a punk ass bitch, ain't you?
We are deathless.
Hey,
You cannot defeat that which cannot die.
but can't we heal it though? Here I'm wasting the shit out of Zephyr.
Struggle and slaughter on.
This burns in. Our foe has too great an advantage.
Yeah, given the night that you had last night, you do deserve some good sleep, but hey. Sleep well. Thanks for showing up. Love you. I'll message you properly later, but
Quickly, stand together!
did I get the stack? I don't think I got the stack.
There's no end in sight.
I have faith in you.
A retreat may be in order.
Yeah, that was what I was say. How many times are we gonna run through these jerks? Cause they gotta be tired of getting their ass beat.
When will you learn? No matter what you do, you cannot hope to win.
You never know until you try, and I'm always happy to experiment.
Zero! Is there no way to stop them from coming back?
There is, but I have no reason to share it with you.
You know, Zero, you do owe us for one thing. Your name. You'll have your promised ether, but we are owed compensation for your name.
A name for which I did not ask. But that I nevertheless did accept.
Okay, so what's Zero doing that's any different? Oh.
That's quite the trick.
I like her aura. It's like purified.
Satisfied?
Completely.
Come, my friends. With Zero's aid, we can defeat him.
What is this? What have you done?
I haven't killed them, just imprisoned them forever.
Now that I think on it, you owe me a debt as well. You may have missed your mark, but I won't miss mine.
I do like that they didn't let Scarmillion be like a total punk boss. Like, he's still kind of a punk, but like, the 4 elemental archfiends are like significant.
Attend to the minions first.
When they become targetable. Boy, that's a really handy skill. We need to learn how to do that. Oh hey, I'm familiar. Kind of a blighted buffet. Oh really?
Trickery will not.
Reinforcements!
This will hurt.
You know, they're all over there, so I should probably get there. Oh, it didn't matter. Fuck!
Pathetic. Useless.
That had a modestly quick cast time. At least we can start from midway instead of like having to do all that over again. So we can start right from fighting Scarmillion, which is super convenient.
A debt is a debt.
Nobody can turn Voidsent into...
So Zero seems very much a like debts and favors kind of person. Like she expects repayment for everything she gets and everything she gives. There should be repayment until everything is settled.
Attend to the minions first. Be gone.
So let's not stand, because I had anticipated the knockback was going to be worse than it was, so this will probably be a lot better for this go around. Yeah, I anticipated it was going to knock you back and you had to like get in the very middle, but that was not the case. I can just stay right here. Zero will take care of whatever it is. Okay, so I missed like half that cast. Zero has some. Let's see.
We cannot win without Zero. We must help her.
Swath is a Reaper move.
Another debt to repay.
Maybe we'll just rack up so many like debts between each other that we just kind of eternally help each other. Almost like the power of being a friend.
Finally getting serious, though. Very well. Let us return the favor.
Sometimes I can get that last one out, sometimes I can't.
We must stop him now.
Everyone, to me. Give everything you've got.
That wasn't bad. Get crystal, bitch.
Fools! Do not think you have defeated me. return again and again. What? My flesh?
The same end again and again.
What is the meaning of this? To seal ether in crystal. Memoria. But how? How can you have this power? Death has no place in this world. We are beyond it. And yet... Ah, Lord Golbez, you have sent me to my doom. Curse you and your wretched flattery, and this abominable fate.
Oh, hey, I also called Golbez's name months ago. It was a really easy call, but nonetheless, I did call it. So now that they're crystallized, we could probably bring them back to our world and have them, like, properly examined. Ah, the echo works here. That's interesting. Golbez.
You are welcome, seekers of might.
Actually, the voice this time, too.
I, Golbez, have called you hither.
Yeah, no, it's just gonna stay Golbez to me.
See us triumph in the coming crusade.
Gobies.
That I may entrust you with command of our armies.
Yes, but what of the promised gift? In exchange for our loyalty, we are to feast on the finest ether.
And so you shall, for if you are to serve me, you must be strong.
I do like his voice.
Then honor the pact and pray we are not disappointed.
That's Barbarissia.
Very well. Behold.
I'm trying to figure out which one's Rubicante. The shifty one is Scarmillion. Oh shit. There's Daya. That's fucked up.
The fiery wings, the savage horns.
That's Rubicante.
Pulses with life. Such vibrant ether.
Rubicante's all about honor and shit.
This magnificent creature.
I'm probably mispronouncing it, whatever.
Beyond the veil.
Indeed. Feast, my friends. Feast and arise as my 4 arch-fiends.
Interesting. I figured they would have done all this as like side content. I think this is going to be MSQ content, but here we be. I'm thrilled. Like, it's a happy revelation.
They can consume but a fraction of the dragon's ether. Just as well, the creature may yet serve other ends.
So Isaiah may still be alive. And just serving as like an ether form.
Are you all right?
Oh yeah, I was thinking about Gold Star Chili. Sometimes just stop and think really hard about their conies.
The Void Sense essence remains. But it has been sealed away, transformed into crystal.
Memoria. Scarmelione called them. I take it they are connected to the war of which you spoke.
Aye. Their use was central to the Contra Memoria, hence its name.
It's the war
To
of
my knowledge, the transformation is
the
permanent.
war of crystals, the war of memories.
I see. We thank you for coming to our aid.
I repaid a debt, and in doing so ensured that I received my own due compensation, which I shall have now.
Yes, yes. I still have work to do, so I would thank you not to get carried away.
I always forget about Cognazo, but the dignified one was Rubicante. It just matches his personality. So it's whichever one isn't Barbaria and Rubicante. The shifty
Ether is
one
the coin of choice.
was this shit.
I appreciate the simplicity.
That makes us even, I trust. Right then. When you picked up the crystal, you experienced a vision, did you not?
With Coney Crate.
A dragon resembling a great worm. I dare to hope that it was Ashdaya.
I would say yes.
Even as it pains me to think she's been made to suffer.
She's basically an Aether farm
For
right
the
now, bro.
ambitions of this Golbez.
We've been given much to consider. Let us take a moment to review what we know.
In light of our recent experiences, I expect we all have questions. I trust Zero can answer some few of them. We should still be owed at least that much, I dare say. Groping in the dark. Alice, fuck. You've come to the 13th before, yes? You fought Voidsent here? But clearly you didn't know they could regenerate, else you would have shared that detail beforehand. They seemed to stay dead at the time, yes? I doubt not that they did. There must be a reason why the ones you defeated did not return, in contravention of the natural order. Do you remember aught out of the ordinary? A sealing magic like Zero's, perhaps? There are circumstances in which we're unable to return. If you like, I can tell you about this. Please do. The more you devour, the more powerful you grow, but in the process, your essence is blended with those of your prey. If you were to lose your flesh, the souls you'd come to harbor may break free and coalesce into distinct Voidsent once more. And before you yourself return, your own soul might be devoured by your enemies or your erstwhile prey, a fate more likely for stronger beings who require more time to regenerate. However, even assuming you survived the process, it's highly uncommon to return as you were. Yet despite his greater strength, Scarmelione managed to resurrect rather swiftly. Are the others capable of the same? Not that I'm aware of. His attachment to his flesh must have been unique for him to develop such an ability. I believe we understand the fundamentals of rebirth now. If I may, I would ask about your power. Will you tell us about it? What you saw should speak for itself. I combine the Aether of the Soul and Crystal. Many wielded this power during the Contra Memoria, but I'm the only one left. I am told the heroes of the 13th once sealed gods in stones called Arasite. Are they in Memoria one and the same? Arasite. I do not know this word, but the world is vast and perhaps Memoria had different names elsewhere, but it does sound quite similar. How does one come to wield Memoria? What happened to your peers? I've never thought about that. I do know, though, that Voidsent can't use the power. I assume I can because I'm mortal in part. I see. Zero, I wish to ask you about the man called Gulbez. He may well have my sister in his clutches. Is there aught you can tell us of him? The name sounds vaguely familiar, though I can't say how I know it. If he is powerful, however, someone in the castle may have heard of him. Then we must try talking to the other Voidsent again! Let us entrust the task to Alice. Her echo will help facilitate communication. More importantly, she should be able to maintain her composure better than a concerned sibling. That I cannot deny. Forgive me, but will you not ask about Gulbez in my stead? On the terraces to begin with, perhaps. Thank you. We shall remain here and discuss what other avenues we might pursue in the meantime. Of course I brought Namazu to the void with me. Little shits. Carry me around. You all will serve as Aether payment to Zero for information. So the clever one hadn't been... No one wants it, then perhaps... Dude, she'd fuck you up. Gulbez? Of course I know him. Only a fool without ears would. His archfiends lead armies to ravage and conquer. They devour those they deem useless, those who can't fight. If you don't want to be eaten, then you better flee, though soon there will be nowhere to run. Seems the archfiends keep only those who are fit for battle. Others must escape or be consumed. If the one who devoured her dies, perhaps the mistress will return. Then I may bask in her gaze again. Gulbez, you say? My mistress spoke of him. He commands the archfiends. They are very powerful and have conquered many domains. The mistress bade us defend the castle from them. Yes, she did. Seems the archfiends have been attacking other domains. Their fearsome reputation precedes them. Oh, the tasty one returns to tempt me. I mustn't eat you. I mustn't eat you. Gulbez, I know of him from those I've eaten. He has minions, and those minions have minions. No one ever sees them. With his army of minions, Gulbez would seldom have need to act personally. It would not be easy to reach him. Gobies. So I'm back, and they're a bunch of punk ass bitches. That's what I found out. Welcome back, Alice. Were you able to learn auto value? So countless voids answer to the archfiends, who in turn answer to Golbez, as your vision did suggest. Scarmillion's aggression is also consistent with the claims that the archfiends conquer other domains. The question is, how do we reach Golbez if he surrounds himself with armies of minions? We could target his other archfiends, or perhaps those who have fled his service. Either may yield useful information. That said, we can't do much while we're stuck on this isle. Zero, I would ask a favor of you. I'm determined to save my sister Asdaya. If there's even a faint possibility that Golbez has her, then I must find him. To that end, I want you to lend us your strength and knowledge. Will you accompany us on our quest? Forgotten the way of my world already. If you want help, offer payment. None here will aid you out of the kindness of their hearts. Any who claim otherwise are liars and betrayers. Or is this less a request and more a threat? If I refuse, will you force me to serve? It's going to be a large amount. I have no purpose. Why would I desire anything? That's why I didn't bother to resist when the ones here fell upon me. What matters in a world that's already dead? Fuck. By that logic, you've no reason to refuse our request. The payment need but to be to your satisfaction, correct? Oh, did I not already say as much from the start? Very well, Zero. I propose you travel with us. And whenever you perform a deed that requires payment, we will provide it in either. That's all you had to say. Everything else was superfluous. Fair point. Where to now? There are places the archfiends may strike next, or where the refugees and deserters may seek sanctuary. I know the latter. I'll take you there. I assume you also know how we can get off this isle. I was brought here on a mount. We can leave the same way. Now that you mention it, I did notice some flying creatures near the terraces. Given our numbers, we'll need a large one, but regardless of size, all can be won over with either. Excellent. Let's go and find our mount at once. I like how they're just like spending either all like willy-nilly and shit. Not good. Lord Golbez must hear of this. Little shit. I feel like we've done a lot while we've been here. Should be able to find them out here. With the castle in disarray, the creatures will be hungry. Just a little either should suffice. Are you ready?
There it is. Good. It agrees to serve. Get on.
Right, that thing's big as fuck. I like that statue. Something tells me I shouldn't get too attached to it, though.
What is this place?
My domain. In the beginning, it was a sanctuary for me alone. But over time, others began to gather here. Those who had nowhere else to go.
A settlement of pariahs?
What's that? Mortals! They're mortals! What's in thy sleeper? Let me have some, let me have some! Not fair.
You are under my protection here and will not be harmed. I give you my word. Follow me.
I just realized that a lot of the new tombstone armor is based off of what she's wearing. This is my abode. The others won't come near, so you may be at ease. While they know their place, if tantalizing either were to walk by, I can't guarantee they wouldn't pounce. It is a void sense nature to consume, their sole purpose. Even if the pursuit of either may lead to their undoing, many succumb to instinct. Many who succumb here will have to answer to me. This is my domain's one and only rule, and it is absolute. Consider yourselves duly warned. If you wish to go among the void sent here, that is your choice to make. All have fled from one master or another, but whether any of those masters in turn served Golbez, I do not know. You must ask them yourselves. Most have traveled to your world, so it shouldn't be difficult to communicate. We should go about making inquiries at once. Thank you for your counsel. Once we've learned all we can, let us reconvene at yonder plaza. You're going too, of course, in which case I shall accompany you. I only wish to observe. Do not expect me to help. Then settled. I'm ready when you are. Ready? Then lead the way. I leave it to you to decide with whom you speak. Call this my abode, but spend hardly any time here. I return only for meditation. While physical wounds can be healed by replenishing one's aether, you can't preserve your form if you lose sight of yourself. Such is the risk inherent in consuming another soul. It dilutes your sense of self, alters you inside and out. To guard against this, I meditate, visualize who I am in a place all my own. Boy, for someone who wanted to be paid for everything, she's offering up a fair amount of information. That must have been some tasty aether. This is the heart of my domain. Normally it's deserted, but you and yours have drawn everyone out. I don't recall the statue, though. However it came to be here, I certainly didn't wish for it. Passage of arms. Stay away from me. If you don't want to be eaten, stay away. Golbez. I've heard the name before. Ah, I remember. Always speaking of a great crusade. I don't know what that is, but it sounds delicious. Crusade, you say? From whom did you hear this? Farfarello. He was a minion of another minion. Went on and on about the terrible things he saw. I see. Perhaps Farfarello can tell us more. Farfarello. Okay. That's a name. You're one of the mortals. Is it true? When you die over there, you really die? So it is, so it is. What brings you here, then? Ah, yes, Golbez. He seeks strong minions to grow his army, so I hear. Recently, he stopped doing that. Instead, he devours all. Perhaps he's gathered enough fodder and is now intent on bolstering his own strength. A sure sign that he is about to make a move. Ramshackle Square is what this is called. To walk around with her like that. You're her minion, then. You know I don't take minions. She has some questions, and I want you to answer them. Golbez, I don't know that one. Only the fucking lowly Scat Princess, Scathatch. When she led us beyond the veil, I grew scared and fled. They've been here since. I don't know anyone else, nor do I wish to. That's all I can tell you. Scathatch was a powerful voidsent who ruled over a vast domain. That was a long time ago, though, so I doubt she has any connection to Golbez. Satisfied with what you learned? But let's step away before you become too tempting to resist. I should have figured that the... So, Scathach, I call her Lily Scat Princess because I'm trash, is one of the bosses in the Unscathed raid. Seems the rumors of Golbez reach even my remote domain. Fair to assume he's gathering strength for his crusade. Whatever that may be. But I must say, I wouldn't have guessed that Farfarello once fought in Golbez's army. It's a miracle he survived serving an archfiend. I suppose I should explain. Farfarello is the weakest among us. Constantly in fear of being devoured, he seldom consorts with others. The only one he's comfortable with is Siriato. He's a fellow coward who runs the instant he senses a threat and won't stop until he's exhausted. When their hunger grows too intense, they feed on each other's aether. Such is their relationship. Take the mouse and keyboard off my lap. But I ramble. You intend to seek out Farfarello, I presume. Then I'll come with you. He's less likely to hide that way. Meanwhile, elsewhere...
Not only did the mortals conquer Troy, they defeated Scarmalione.
It's Rubicante.
I struggle to believe it. They're very small, my lords. They were aided by one
Cognazo.
who transformed Scarmalione's soul into crystal. Crystal. This one speaks of Memoria. Now there's something
No, that's Cognazo.
gonna bring a pang of nostalgia to my breast and a tear to my eye.
Because Cognazo's whole thing is water. Rubicante's is fire. Barbaricia's wind. Scarmalione was earth. I should just pay attention to the names.
And yet Scarmalione still does not answer. Were he alive, he would have returned by now. Weakest though he was, his ability to regenerate was without peer. If this account is true, if a Memoriat has survived, they cannot be suffered to live.
Leave this matter to me, Lord Golbez.
Yep, there we go. That's Barbaricia.
Shall
Barbaricia.
strike down any who pose a threat to our plans.
She's a pain in the ass in Final Fantasy IV.
'Tis true, you are a proven commander, well suited to leading an assault.
And when I have succeeded, I would beg a boon of you.
What do you desire?
The dragon's ether. All that remains. The insolence. Know your place. With respect, my locks are free as the wind, without incentive to sway them. I know not whither they will blow.
Boldly spoken. I trust you will not disappoint me.
Upon this flowing hair,
and my immortal soul, I will not fail.
Which...
Then go
Oh, no, I'm not gonna say that.
and impress upon these interlopers the futility of defiance.
My lord.
Raffaello keeps the fringes of my domain this way. The Void sent here don't answer to a master. They can do as they please, but almost answer to the hunger and seek out prey when they need either. Except Farfarello and Serrato, that is. They're content to take from one another. Barring an incident, they dare not venture out. When he takes flight, Serrato will not seek shelter until he is utterly spent. Farfarello, on the other hand, prefers to hide in the same place. Come. Oh, whatever will I do now? Serrato, this is rather unexpected. Where's Farfarello? Farfarello isn't here anymore. He's left. Yes, that's right. Left? That doesn't sound like him at all. Well, he's gone, all right. What more do you want me to say? And off he flees, as he is wont to do. But something about this doesn't sit well with me. What do you make of Serrato's behavior? I doubt it. Had he been threatened, we wouldn't have found him in one place. No, he'd run in circles until he could run no more. It's his nature. Ah, as he says, Farfarello is gone, but that is quite unusual. As is the fact that Serrato, who was clearly frightened by something, chose not to flee but instead hid here, where Farfarello usually... No. We must go after Serrato now. It sounds like Pokemon at this point. You know, this feels weird to be riding this mount in a place filled with darkness. Just saying. Serrato, we need to talk. There's no time. The wind rises. We must flee. The wind rises. What's he talking about? After him. So. Look at that, they get void water. Delicious. What's gotten into you? What do you mean the wind rises? When the wind rises, she comes. Barbaricia. Barbaricia? Who in the world is that? We must flee, all of us. There's no time. I don't sense anything, but he seems convinced. His dead and beyond. We'll corner him. We're doomed. There's nowhere to run. What are you running from? I already told you. Barbaricia, the Archfiend of Wind. Archfiend, you say? We would be devoured or forced to serve, to fight in the crusade, but it makes no difference. In the end, all are eaten by her or her enemies. I don't want to fight anymore. That's why I fled and came here. I see. That explains everything. Almost. I thought it was Farfarello who used to serve an archfiend, not you. Not you, who always ran at the first sign of trouble. You who now speak as though you were Barbarossa's minion. There's only one explanation. He devoured Farfarello, didn't he? Yeah, that's all I was thinking. But she was just talking about meditation. Indeed, that would account for his uncharacteristic behavior. So, is that the way of it? Did you devour Farfarello? Not just a portion of his either, but his entire being? How did you know? Because you're acting like a dipshit. It wasn't only your behavior that felt strange. You felt strange, as if there was more than you present. Now, I don't believe you would have lost control. More likely it was at Farfarello's behest. I can't hide anything from you. I admit it. Farfarello didn't leave. I ate him. He feared Barbarossa more than anything. Hated the endless fighting. So he begged me to devour him, that he would never have to fight again. Rather than an eternity of fighting, he chose a moment of pain. For all the good it did, I can still hear his voice in my head. He's frightened, so very frightened. When you're eaten, your essence is blended with that of your devourer, and though you have no control, your consciousness in part endures. Were this a world where the wheel of life and death still turned, the soul wouldn't linger so stubbornly. In time, it would return to the great flow. But there's no such end here, no escape. Now all know this. In making his choice, Farfarello must have been desperate indeed. And now that desperation has joined with Serratio's fear, driving him to act erratically. This place will become a battlefield. We don't want to be eaten, neither me nor Farfarello, but there's nowhere to go, nowhere. Then tell me about Barbarossa. I would know who it is we face. It's too late. She's as good as here. No one can escape her winds. No one. The Stinian's line from the trailer makes way more sense now that I know what's coming up. This is a damn good line.
And she's brought her domain with her. The Archfiend's after you and yours, I shouldn't doubt. Perhaps you should go and find them. But be warned, whatever this is about, do not expect us to get involved.
I can't bear it! Eating and being eaten! I only want to be left in peace!
You and me both.
One of the Archfiend's approaches.
They must have been tracking our movements.
She's here.
And she's hot. Look at wild ass hair. I love
You
it.
saved me the trouble of traveling to Troya.
So you're Barbaricia.
Barbaricia.
Mind your manners, mortal. My name is not to be spoken, save in reverence and fear.
You sound like you belong on a menu in an Italian restaurant.
And what is this pitiful domain? Pitiful wretches all. I will put you out of your misery. Alas, poor Scarmiglione, and good riddance. Felled by outsiders in pursuit of what? Pray tell.
Stuff and things, Lori.
A dragon. One who crossed to this world thousands of years ago. Know you aught of it?
A dragon, you say? My Lord Golbez is more clever than I realized. To let the prize live, that it might lure more prey to us. Very well. In gratitude and service, I shall devour every last mote of their souls.
Where is she? Where is Ashdaya?
Huh. You even share its scent. How curious. And irresistible.
If you think us easy prey, you're wrong.
We have a Dragoon. We're destined to win this. Because, like, you win the fight against her in 4.
Unlike Scarmiglione, I need not skulk
Basically by having Kane do a bunch of jumps.
If you would know about the dragon you seek, then enter into my domain. You may flee instead if you wish, if the fate of the sorry lot here is of no concern to you. One way or another, I will have satisfaction.
What's the plan then?
Indeed. Yet she will have the upper hand in her domain. We must be no less than fully prepared.
So maybe if there was 8 of us. Smile.
Joining us, Zero?
You may be easily goaded into accepting her challenge, but my curiosity is not so insatiable as to cloud my judgment.
Well, she's just gonna fuck you all up.
Nevertheless, if you are desperate for my aid, you know my price.
I shall pay it.
Ooh, but also agreed.
See my sister home. You may take as much as you wish. And lest you forget, mine is no ordinary ether. Barbaricia too recognized its potency.
Big agree.
Very well. We have a bargain.
So if it's not painfully obvious, she's gonna be the 8-man trial. And I spoiled this for myself. On accident. The less time we give the enemy to prepare, the better. If everyone is ready, then let us set forth. Indeed, and yet my heart weighs heavy for those that Barbaricia struck down. Were it not for us, she would not have come here. Should you require a moment, Zero? For what? Barbaricia took what she could. She is wise to strike quickly, as we would be. Agreed, this is no time for sentiment. Only the battle matters now. Oh, shit. Word of warning. Barbarici spoke as if she would give us answers if we were to defeat her. But even assuming she'll talk, which I doubt, I trust I needn't tell you how foolish it is to give an archfiend a second chance. Best to seal her away at the earliest opportunity. If you wish to peer into her past, the memorial will suffice. You do that, and if you fail, well, you'll just have to search elsewhere for answers. Rest assured, this won't be our last opportunity to learn about Asdalia. If another archfiend were to fall, Gilbez would surely be compelled to respond. We need only wait for our quarry to come to us. Indeed, if our struggles with Scarmillion taught us aught, it is that we must hold nothing back when facing an archfiend. Let us heed Zero's advice and seal her away at the earliest opportunity. If we're all in agreement, then let us be off. We travel by Nisroch. I assume that's what that big guy is. No, that's our battle theme. Bum, 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 bum. There's the line from the trailer.
Leave these ones to us.
It's appropriate that Justinian would say that, because that's a very Dragoon thing. Oh shit, there's all her hair. That's wild as fuck. I love that they've got the Fiends theme in here. Like, it makes perfect sense, but it's nasty. I mean, it was great in Final Fantasy IV, so I love it. It's here too. There it be. You come along, Kay. Or you just want to watch me be terrible? Let me in. You ready? You can just respond in game. I'll hop in voice chat too. That works too.
Let's go.
Let's
Kill.
go. Kills.
Steppies?
Step on me. I mean, what?
Huh?
I'm glad we can both agree on this point.
Listen, I may be gay. However, I do want steppies. I love this new Island Sanctuary shirt, man.
Oh, did you grind it out?
You can literally get it in like the first hour and a half.
Oh, well, that's cool.
It's not that expensive.
Okay.
I tell you, it has slowed down a whole lot, though. I'm waiting for stuff to craft, which is going to take 12 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to get time gated on some stuff.
Come, give yourselves to my scouring winds that I may feast upon your essence.
That sage, man. Yes, I need help.
Grumble, grumble, sage. Grumble, grumble.
Oh, God. Everything this patch hurts, man. It all hurts so much.
Oh, does the dungeon hurt like normally?
Oh, the dungeon? No, that one's fine.
Oh,
Everything
okay.
else, it hurts.
Interesting.
Such rich, exquisite eating. My head shimmers with anticipation.
Oh, I bet it does. Back.
On your guard. Try this.
I see. This is gonna be kind of like the final day, I'm sure. I say that, like, because my experience with it. Oh, what? Okay, so the line is her yeeting her sword. The strange thing, well, I guess I was up long enough. I just picked a really bad time to come up, I guess. So I shouldn't pay attention to the yeet as much as what mechanic she's immediately doing.
My locks are as the wind.
Uh-oh.
Wait, did that not go off?
No.
There.
Let's see if I get immediately murked by a fucking mechanic this time. Alright, so this is Spinny Boy. And she does that. And then carried. We have more dodge. Alright, I think I've got that one down though. I need her to fucking cast that already. I was in there waiting with a charge skill. I didn't want to go in hurting, but
Get that away from me.
you look like a tank.
A fair wind blows.
That red mage has been down for so long, I feel bad.
I mean, I've been
You feel it too.
I've been doing that too. Oh shit. I don't understand that.
You've done well.
So there's no escaping that then. You just have to time when you're pulled to like dodge shit.
The next time we see it, I can read the debuff to you since you're in console.
Oh yeah, like it's a pain in the ass. I can't just go mouse over it. Oh shit! Literally steppies!
Oh, steppies. Oh.
This is even better.
This isn't... I didn't want to get fisted. What? These aren't steppies.
Dodge this if you can. I'll make it quick.
This is fucking chaos. She said, I'm pissed. Oh shit, I have no idea what that does. I'm gonna assume stay the fuck away from everybody. I don't like that's a new marker.
Oh, I thought this was me.
Biako.
Get away from me, Red Mage!
Don't underestimate me.
Oh man, she just went was it Igor Thunderfuck or whatever his name is. From Temple of the Fist. It's like Ivan something. Ivan. Oh come on. It's like you cast. Alright, so
Ensnared by Barbaricia's hair, reducing movement speed and resulting in damage over time. Attempting to pull away from the tangle will result in being dragged back.
okay. Thank you. Yeah, I wish like controller players had the option to have that kind of stuff automatically come out. Because like we can tab to it, but it takes many button presses to get there.
I just get to mouse over it.
Yeah, no, you've got it easier in that regard for sure. Like I don't get to read most. Oh shit.
This one is so hectic.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on. This sounds terrifying to heal. Okay, the hair thing isn't so bad in terms of like figuring out how to dodge shit. I'm already feeling a lot better about this fight.
Dodge this if you can. I'll make it quick.
Bitch. Do it. Hit me now. Do it. You know you want to try.
Don't underestimate me.
Fuck. I was trying to get the healer up I knew I was about to die. So I was like, what can I do to help out beforehand?
Know your place.
Oh god. So many AoEs.
Yeah, this is fucking nuts. Like, how does Yoshi P put this kind of shit in the game, but then like play Black Mage?
I don't know, man. I would really love to know that.
Like, what kind of fucking like masochist is? Yeah, like
fucking crazy.
He's like, well, yes. I mean, I feel like you already kind of have to be to play Black Mage at a high level. But yeah, another no. Oh yeah, there sure is. And boy, she kind of like hides that shit too. Bitch, I love her.
Be gone from my sight.
Fuck this knuckle rub, man. I hate this. She does it so much.
Yeah. This seems very much a... Oh, you thought healing was easy in 6.1? Suffer. You will be healing the party a lot.
Dodge this if you can.
We did it.
No.
Stebbies.
I will not be denied.
She, even though she's more of like a knuckle brawler.
Bayonetta 3 looks really fucking weird, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna give mine to the Rit. Never mind. I was gonna give it to them because I felt bad. Oh wow, I got 5 comms. What the fuck?
Deserved. I only got 1, but you deserve.
There's still time.
I'm gonna hang out here because I know you're doing roulette, and I'm gonna mute.
Okay.
You're finished. Damn it all!
I see you've bested Barbaricia.
Yeah.
Her minions too are all crystallized or scattered. The day is ours.
What of my sister? Tell me you learned something about Ashdaya.
Dude, I just picked up this crystal.
So the Archfiend and her crystal yielded not.
Our efforts have not been entirely fruitless. We have deprived your sister's captor of another powerful champion. With Zero, we may yet challenge Golbez and his minions.
Feels weird having to rely on somebody else.
We could not have come this far without your aid. Thank you, Zero.
I but fulfilled my part of the bargain. And now I will have my...
Her ether is nearly spent. Perhaps unsurprising given how much power she used.
I wouldn't want to face another archfiend without her. We should hurry back to Zero's domain.
Agreed. Eager though I am to continue, it would be unwise to risk our lives for the sake of haste. Let us suspend the mission and tend to Zero.
It's so slow as to be nearly imperceptible. Zero's chest rises and falls in a steady rhythm. Oh, we can actually see her without her hat. Okay. Though Zero remains unconscious, she appears otherwise fine. And so far as I can discern, at any rate, being part void scent, her physiology may be rather different from ours. Let us observe her for a while as we discuss our next move. What's the weather like here? Vacuity. Okay. I was about to say, it's about time for us to be skedoodling on back to our world. How long do you suppose... How long do you suppose she'll remain this way? I haven't the faintest inkling, nor can I say whether the either we can afford to share will be enough to waken her. 'Twould be best to take her back with us to the source. There she'd be guaranteed all she requires. Zero cannot give her consent, but it seems we have no choice. The alternative would be to leave her here, defenseless. Should she later desire it, we can bring her home. I wouldn't think she would, like, terribly object to being brought to the source. Alice, might I ask you to hold on to Barbarich's Memoria, excuse me. It may yet serve a purpose. Oh, what happened to her? You have business with Zero. We have a newcomer, a former minion of Barbaricia. Let her know when she wakes, will you? Barbaricia's minion. Why not go and find this newcomer, so we have something to tell Zero, if nothing else? Indeed. I trouble you to join me, Alice. With luck, we might learn something at Golbez. You're the ones who failed Barbarici. I won't make trouble. I'll obey, so please let me stay. If you would obey, then tell me all you know of Golbez. There isn't much I can tell. Only the archfiends are allowed into his domain, wherever it is. None but they know. I see. No better way to guard oneself than keeping one's location secret. How's Golbez communicate with his minions afield? He has those scepters, staves... Whatever they are, he uses them to talk to those far away. Not unlike link pearls, at least in function. That'll be all. My thanks for your cooperation. My thanks to you as well for affording me the time. I'm satisfied, so let's rejoin the others and head home. I do like that we're getting to interact with the Void. Like, I wasn't expecting to get this much time here. I trust you understand that once we leave the 13th, we will not return until we are prepared to resume our search. Knowing this, are you ready to depart? Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. back to Troya then, and then it's home. Igo's just assumed, yeah, Stinian gets to packing.
Ah, you're all safe. Thank the sisters.
A moment while I close the gate. There. We may rest easy for now. Was there any trouble? I expect some void scent slipped through.
A few did, aye. But we were ready and dealt with them without incident.
That is well. I cannot thank you enough for your vigilance.
Yes, you're grateful. But aren't you forgetting something more important? You know, the polite but warm formalities one delights in hearing when their little brother returns from a long journey.
That's kind of weird, dude.
Indeed, you are right. It is good to be home again, among those who I love dearly and missed so much.
And we are glad to receive you, Vashan. Welcome home.
Chambers have been prepared for your use at Megaduta. Let us take Zero there at once.
I like how they haven't asked any questions about who this is that we're just carting through. Mistress Valgura, we have been expecting you. If you would follow me, I will show you to the guest chambers. I was fully expecting there'll be several cutscenes that'll play in sequence. Son of a bitch.
Our mission took many an unexpected turn. I am relieved that we have all returned safely. But before you all enjoy the rest you have earned 12 times over, I would consult you on one last matter.
Zero.
While she appears none the worse for wear, she remains locked in slumber, and I cannot help but worry. Is there aught we can do to expedite her recovery? If her ether is exhausted, perhaps I can share some of mine now.
In the wastelands of the 13th, one can only replenish ether by taking it from others. be it by trade or by force. In contrast, the source is rich in ambient ether. Simply being here and drawing breath, Zero will absorb what she needs.
And we need but wait?
I believe so. She will awaken in time, and when she does, give her something to eat. Judging by her form, she should also be able to derive nourishment from food. I know you promised her your ether, but perhaps she might appreciate fine harnished cuisine more.
Food can certainly be arranged.
She looks like any other person. Unsurprising, perhaps, given that she is only part void-sent.
Zero said before that Xenos had altered her essence. A change wrought, I suspect, with the power of darkness. It acted upon the part of her that is void-sent, rendering it dominant. Thus, we were able to reverse it with the power of light. I labor to believe that Xenos possessed such arcane knowledge. In all likelihood, it came from Fandaniel.
Yeah. Xenos is kind of an
Though
idiot.
Zero wholly void-sent, I doubt the crystal would have had an effect on her. One might say that Hydaelyn had a hand in your meeting.
'Tis no exaggeration to say that Zero has proven herself invaluable. A boon from Hydaelyn herself. Her cooperation may come at a price, but whatever it is, I am willing to pay it. Exhausting though it may be at times.
No rank 10s? What am I, a fucking joke to you? If I may excuse myself, I wish to pay a visit to the High Crucible. While the scales function admirably, it'd be prudent to have them inspected for signs of degradation. By all means, I shall do the same for this vessel. Then I'll go meet with the soldiers, share with them what I learned fighting Voidsent in the 13th. What of you, my friend? Have you any immediate plans? Gold Star Chili. In that case, might I trouble you with a small task? I wish to have food ready for Zero when she awakens, you see. Would you be willing to go to Mairid's Mayhain and ask for suitable refreshments? I mean, sure, but do you think she's going to wake up, like, right now? Excellent. In the meantime, Nadana shall watch over Zero. She's already en route. Let us each then tend to our respective businesses and reconvene anon. Use the crystal. Oh yeah, we've not attuned to the High Crucible one yet because it didn't exist. Welcome to this place. I don't like saying that. Mairid's Mayhain. I would love to hear somebody say that out loud. What? A guest of the Satrap has collapsed from hunger? Of course I'd be happy to help. You need to only tell me what you desire. Rich and hearty meals, plenty of meat. While that might be perfect for an adventurer preparing to raid a treasure vault, I fear it would be too much for someone coming out of a long slumber. I don't know. It's certainly not me. I'd recommend something gentler on the stomach, like these apples here. They've just come in, I can guarantee their freshness. Afterwards, once your guest feels better, she's welcome to sample whatever else we can provide. Just let me know. It seems like a weird thing to be working on. But we are getting into kind of the cooldown, so I'd imagine that we're pretty much wrapping up. Ah, welcome back. Lest you worry, Mistress Sandana has been taking good care of our guests. Will you be joining them now? Oh, wow, she did wake up pretty fast.
Light. Is this an inn? What happened? How did I get here? There's no time. I must rejoin the battle. I must...
Oh, you're awake! Wonderful!
Oh yeah, this is probably gonna be weird for her. Hello! Fucking love Donata.
What is this? Some sort of fiend?
A fiend? Where is it? Where? But this is no time for jokes. You're in the source, my dear. The world next door, so to speak. The others brought you here after you collapsed. I'll fetch them at once. Wait, just a moment.
This is the source properly, huh? Pretty colorful. Like that Garlemald shit. Or the edge of creation. Oh, we get little Varshan again.
Of arranging refreshments. I hope you find them as flavorful as they are invigorating.
You're short.
This isn't what you promised. I suppose ether is ether.
I mean... It's not how you get it.
Wait. Don't tell me you don't know how to eat?
I took what I needed from it. What's the problem?
Where's the enjoyment in that? You're supposed to bite, to chew, to savor, and then swallow. That's the way. So, did it taste good?
I don't know.
Would you
The
want
long
to
years
take another
without
bite?
eating may have dulled your sense of taste.
Well, we voidsent have no need for such when consuming others. There are some who speak of taste when describing the quality and affinity of their prey's ether. But I loathe the act. Taking ether in small amounts like this is one thing, but diluting my essence, diminishing myself, I'd sooner die.
Well, the cool thing is you can eat, and you don't have to worry about
And
that.
I have died, countless times.
You have? But what happens when you do?
Not much. After a while, you return, together with all your expended life force. The important thing is to die where others won't devour you.
Amazing! My peers who study immortality and resurrection would be most interested in this phenomenon.
The question of taste aside, I am glad that you are able to partake of food like us. I dare say it agrees with your personal preferences.
That's true. You can keep giving me the same on a regular basis.
Very well. As my guest, I shall see that you do not want for comfort. And one other thing. We brought you to our world without your consent, and for that, I apologize. If you wish it, we will return you to yours once you have regained your strength.
It's fine. I have no reason to go back.
Yeah, if anything, it's pretty rad.
Except for yours, perhaps. You intend to cross over again, I take it.
I do. I have yet to find my sister. I want nothing more than to rush to her aid, to find this Golbez and free her from his clutches, if he still holds her captive.
Though if our recent experience has taught us anything, 'tis that the 13th is more dangerous than we ever imagined. Caution must be our watchword.
Better late than never. In the short time you spent in our world, you left a trail of chaos in your wake. You managed to return in one piece this time, but don't assume you'll be so lucky the next.
Rest assured, we will make no assumptions and spare no preparation. Speaking of which, while we rest and ready ourselves, I ask that you tell me more about your home. In return, I will tell you about ours. I will show you my domain, Radzet Han.
Again, a stranger in this strange land. I have a condition. You must come too.
You have my thanks.
The world is brimming with either. I feel invigorated just standing here in the breeze. Glad am I to hear this. So, is there any place in particular you wish to see? Perhaps where that food came from. Apple, was it? Well, I don't expect I'll collapse again. It'd be good to know where I can procure more if necessary. Mayride's Mayhain it is, then. I shall introduce you to the head waitress, Mithlil. Mithlil? Emotional support, Alice. That be me. Looks like there's really not much until we get there, so porting there should be easy. I'm kind of surprised they didn't save all this for 6.3, though. I figured we wouldn't really have Zero, like, up and about until the next story patch. This is the place. The air is different here, and I speak not of the heat. There's a texture to it. Fullness, unlike that of elsewhere. You smell the cooking, I believe. Hunnish cuisine is quite fragrant and delicious. I hope you will agree. We could attempt to introduce Zero to Miraid herself, but Melil is more likely to be available. Welcome to Miraid's Mayane. Greetings, Melil, and may I introduce you to Zero. She's an esteemed guest, and I ask that you see to her meals during her stay. Ah yes, Miraid has told me all. Please come to us whenever you're hungry. We'll look after you. So it's here that Alice obtained the apple. While the palace cooks can prepare whatever you desire, 'tis certainly a quick and convenient food. I'll remember it. Who are the ones there, moving their bodies about? Is that for some ritual related to eating? The dancers? They move their bodies to bring pleasure to those who are watching. It's a form of entertainment, part of our culture. How needlessly complicated. We Voidsent prefer simpler pleasures. That may be the way of it now, but your world too must have had such complicated diversions once. I don't remember. Well, let us move on. I propose we visit Balsing Bazaar, where goods the world over may be found. Ah, so we're going to do a whole Razadhan tour, but from the perspective of Voidsent. Got it. I needed to come here anyways. Because I did weekly stuff earlier, and I'm sitting on a shit ton of scripts. So what are all these things for? What do you do here? This is a marketplace where people buy and sell goods. Since its earliest days, Razatan has served as a trading hub, and here you'll find not only local products, but wares from distant lands. I should mention that the vendors generally only accept payment in coin or tomestones. If there's aught you desire, I shall take care of it. So that's what tomestones are for. Voidsent returned with them on occasion, but I never knew their purpose. It struck me as useless trinkets. I couldn't understand your obsession with them. On that subject, there appear to be no shops in the 13th. Do you never make bargains in which possessions are exchanged? We do, but rarely. We strike bargains when we want something done. If we desire an object, we kill whoever has it. I see. Your bargains may be likened to employment, I believe. I shall bear this in mind. With that, let us continue on. I propose we head to the High Crucible of Alchemy. And I don't have this one unlocked yet, but they did put it in. Wind up Futaba. Fucking degenerates. Why, Master Vitra, how may we serve you this day? If you're here for your vessel, I'm afraid we're still tending to it. No, there's no rush. Pray take as much time as you require. Know that I have complete faith in your work. The High Crucible is home to the finest alchemists. They're the ones who created my bodies, and can provide you with healing as well. Now that I think about it, you weren't at all surprised when I changed forms. Were you aware of my nature from the start, that I was a soul occupying a vessel not my own? It's hardly uncommon in our world, and given the chance, many shed their bodies to claim stronger ones. Oh, you must be the rumored guest. We've been most eager to meet you. You have a moment. Would you care to stay for some tea? The sisters know we'd love to hear your tales. No, I've had enough food for now, and you can always obtain more without the need for inane chatter. Now, no need to decline outright. I dare say you are tired, so let us save it for another time and return to Megaduda. If aught catches your eye en route, do not hesitate to say so. While we're here... This is not where I would have expected it. I figured they would have put it right here. Not at the bottom of the stairs. That's silly. Oh. People seem to really stay at this one a lot. Probably because there's a cutscene. Bum, 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 bum. Some sort of fruit? Pitiful things, though. I imagine you need to eat a lot to derive any satisfaction. These are mulberry trees. While the fruits are indeed edible, more important are the leaves, which would feed the silkworms. Without the creatures, we wouldn't have the silk to make our famous Thavnarian weave. Furthermore, the bark of the tree also possesses medicinal properties. It would be hard-pressed to find a more useful plant. Is that so? Aside from food, I wouldn't have considered any other purpose for it. Get Master Vitra, and Alice too. Oh, hey, it's you. It isn't young Mirat. That must be your sister, Yazra. Is all well at the orphanage? Yes, Your Excellency. The other children are very nice, and we all look out for one another. Oh, just the other day, Estinian came to see us. Everyone was really excited. Truly? Estinian paid you a visit? That is well. Is she a new friend? Friend, you know what that is? What, you mean you don't? She's a visitor from a faraway land, you see, and is still unfamiliar with our language. Then we'll teach you. A friend is someone you like to play with. Play with. The tip of the hat. Zeno seemed to be enjoying himself when he fought you. Is that the same thing? More or less, I guess. I see, but is having someone to play with so fulfilling? I still do not understand why. Why he traversed the great expanse? Why he risked life and limb for you? But I waste energy dwelling on such things. I am not Xenos. I stand to gain nothing by knowing his heart. I'm sorry I couldn't explain it well. There's no need to apologize. The fault is not yours, but mine for failing to make sense of your words. Well, we'd better get back to our errand. Goodbye. It was nice meeting you. Oh, children. Through Xenos, I thought I understood the ways of your world, but the more I learn of it, the more I realize how little I actually know. It's all so strange, your behavior and your reasons. I find myself baffled at every turn. But the feeling is not unwelcome. I'm learning, bit by bit. It's the right decision to join you. Ah, okay, this is the last quest, because it's the patch name. I believe Zero's time here has been rewarding, and 'twas in no small part due to your company. My thanks for agreeing to join us. Come, let us return to Megaduda. So I will say, tomorrow we'll be streaming the 8-man raid, doing that storyline. That being said, I am not doing a VOD of it. Just because I could... like, real talk, I fully acknowledge the possibility of me just going Giga Tilt, and it probably not being a very worthwhile stream. I don't know, I did really good with the last set. So, we'll see. Welcome back, Mistress Felger. Will you be heading to the guest chambers? And plus, I don't have the stream of the original story, I don't think. So it'd be kind of pointless to start midway through that storyline.
So, what are your impressions of Radzatan?
There's a lot of mortals.
Yes?
Considering your origin, I can see why that might be your first observation. Though they would call each other people, I think. If you wish to know about our fair city, I should be glad to place a guide at your disposal.
No need. I'll show myself around. There's only so much about my home I can share with you in return, after all. While I remember some few tales of the past, I cannot speak to their authenticity. But if that is enough, then I will tell you of the events that saw darkness engulf our world. The Contra Memoria.
We are all ears. Please.
Long ago, light filled the world and all was at peace. But then the servants of darkness came, and they bequeathed a black art unto men. Channeling the power of hope and prayer, one could call forth fearsome beings known as Eidolons.
The Ascians. And these Eidolons are surely primals.
Then you have faced the same, and understand that when an Eidolon is birthed, strife follows. And in such strife, the weak are the first to suffer. When it seemed the world would be plunged into chaos, heroes appeared. They who were blessed with a singular power. The power to bind the ether of Eidolons within crystals known as Memoria. My mother was one such Memoriate. But in fighting to save many, she herself was touched by darkness. As was I.
And so you were born part Voidsent, before the world was overcome.
How exactly did that calamity come to pass? Did the Memoriates not triumph?
They did. They expunged the seeds of chaos and restored the peace, only to find themselves seduced by the darkness they had sealed. They spread the taint, transforming men into monsters, what you call void scent, and raised armies to wage new wars.
Not the first to be corrupted by power, nor the last.
Hey, that's the World of Darkness
Some
tank
defied
set.
temptation and held fast to the light. My mother and I among them. For years and years we fought, but it was not enough. And when our strength was spent, our bulwarks broken,
What's
so
that?
too was
Let's
the
see.
world.
Ugh. Final Fantasy 13, go away.
The flood of darkness.
The stars faded from the heavens as a pall black as pitch enveloped creation. Darkness raged unchecked, rending the very walls of reality. I was cast into the rift, and there trapped for what felt like an eternity. Until I came upon a crack. Tiny, infinitesimal, but enough for me to squeeze through. And find my world changed beyond recognition, into the lightless waste you saw.
So that is how you were able to escape becoming a void scent in full.
I suppose I should consider myself fortunate. Were I like most others, I wouldn't have lasted a day before being devoured. We, the lost, are better equipped to survive in a lost world.
A lost world, you say? I wouldn't be so sure. The 13th is still there, is it not?
What are you getting at?
To explain requires that we initiate you into the truth of the source and its reflections. Be warned that this will take a while.
Oh, genuine shock.
Then, unlike the worlds that have been rejoined, mine still...
The Oracle of Light prevented the first from being completely overcome. So the situation may not be completely identical to that of your 13th. But the fact remains that we were able to restore a measure of balance to a world brought to the brink of destruction. After which, some intrepid young souls succeeded in restoring life back to lands thought lost to light. Which gives me cause to hope the day may yet come when life springs forth anew in the 13th.
So, I already know the name of the next expansion. We had Shadowbringers.
I offer no
and when we cleanse the void, we're going to be Shadow Eaters.
Experienced what we have, I dare say we are more qualified than most.
Because we're going to get rid of all the shadow. We're going to eat that bitch out of the hallway.
Wait, I don't understand. Why would you say these things? As if you mean to... But the sole reason you came to the Void was...
To find a dragon, aye. And in light of what we've seen, we'd be fools to strive for more.
But we are idiots.
But we Scions, former Scions, begging your pardon, have a habit of not leaving well enough alone. And old habits die hard, don't they, my friend?
Final Fantasy 14 Shadow Eaters.
Restoring the light would serve our efforts to find and free Ashdaya. There is no reason not to try.
Do as you will. I have no desire to save that world.
But what
Be
if
that
we
as it
did,
may,
though?
we will have need of your power when next we face Voidsent.
You know how it works. If you want my help, you must pay my price.
Dude, you literally have tons of either here.
And now that you've drawn Golbez's attention, it's going to cost you more. A lot more. I will consider this a deposit.
They got meat skewers and pizza. Big old turkeys. Maybe chickens. I don't know. It's cooked bird. Though our time in the void was short, we managed to ascertain that my sister yet lives, and cannot be overstated how fortunate we are to have met Zero. But the greater blessing is nevertheless you, my friend, for your encouragement to embark upon my search anew, and your help in overcoming the challenges thus far. Yay. What? Yeah, go track that down. Golbez and his minions will seek to stymie our efforts, of this we can be sure. But with you all by my side, I have confidence that we will succeed, that we will find and liberate my sister, and that we shall return home together. God, just put out all those red flags, Roshan. Fuck. Money, please. Normal quality food is meaningless to me. I will take money. Right? Just all those red flags. Well, Barbarici got clapped. Next up, it's got to be Cognazo next. It's got to be.
First Scarmiglione, and now Barbaricia. Useless, the both of them.
Was no lie. They conspire with a Memoriat.
And their search for the dragon will lead them here. The war looms nigh. We cannot allow these interlopers to interfere.
That's what interlopers do.
If I may, my lord, I have a plan to eliminate them. In order to guarantee success, however, I will require Cagnezzo's cooperation.
Cagnezzo's. Fuck, I'd be a terrible Italian.
Now there's sport to be had, then I'll play along. As much as I dislike following your lead, I have no patience for screaming.
Well and good to have confidence, but do not forget the cost of failure.
Rest assured, I will see the dream to fruition. Even should I be consumed by my own flames, I will pave the way for one and all.
Then I will trust in your oath and your plan.
We will give you cause to rejoice, my lord. This I vow. Ha ha! Some excitement for a change.
Awesome. We're about to wrap up the stream, but yeah, it's all very Final Fantasy IV.
No sacrifice is too great. Even should my 4 archfiends be lost, I will not halt my steps. The prison of passivity is an obstacle to my cause, and so you must fall. What irony that the blessed damned should set us free. As I swore so long ago. The gate lies open. At long last, my ambition shall be fulfilled!
Yeah, those all pretty vague. I have some rough ideas. But there wasn't really a lot to go off of for what could be next other than Cognazo. Or was it Cognazzo? Yeah, I don't fucking know. Anyways, that is the 6.2 main scenario quest. Tomorrow we'll be streaming the new 8-man raid story, though there will not be a VOD saved of that. We might also check out some other stuff. I might still stream. There's no guarantee how long I'll stream this. But we're just going to be doing some roulettes and stuff. So, yeah, with that said, we're not going to see one of these streams for a hot minute. So, with that said, gang, yeah, for the YouTube folks, be safe, be kind, and I will catch you all later. No!